We are best in class in what we do, and we need to maintain that position.
The thing I enjoy most is working with people. I love the fact that we've all got different ideas, but we've all got the same end goal.
Stand up for something. This is our way. We believe in this.
Doors closing. Welcome to the 13th floor. StuckInALift HQ.
Good morning, Stuart. How are you?
Good morning, Alice. Very well, thank you.
Henrik, welcome to StuckInALift.
Thank you. I'm all good.
Good.
Excited to be here.
Perfect. Where are we today and what are we doing?
Well, we're in a slightly different place to where you normally do your podcasts.
Yep.
We're in Tyresö, which is just south of Stockholm in Sweden.
I'm going to ask you, who are Safeline and what do they do?
So Safeline are a manufacturer of lift safety products. We're mainly known for telephones, but we do have actually over 200 products. So we do display units, emergency telephones, we do full lift cabinets as well now. So we do a whole range. Basically anything electronic on a lift, we manufacture, design, manufacture and produce.
Talking a bit about production of Safeline Sweden. When we assemble our products, we do it in 4 different production steps. We have the final assembly, the testing department, and where we are now is the circuit board manufacturing, and here we have 2 production groups. The first production group is the SMT lines, the surface board manufacturing. We have 2 complete SMT lines with 5 pick and place machines. They have a maximum capacity of placing almost 170,000 components per hour. We inspect everything, automatic optical inspection, to make sure the quality is top-notch even in the first production step. We then have the through-hole department, where the larger components that sticks through the boards are being melted and soldered. The third production step is the testing department. Every single board that we produce is being tested electrically and functionality-wise in some cases. And the final step is the final assembly, where the products start to take shape as the way the customer sees it when it arrives. We also have the storage and logistics department here, all the incoming and outgoing goods, right here in the factory here in Tyresö, Sweden.
What made you join the manufacturing industry?
I mean, I was a lift engineer. From the age of 16, I was an apprentice. So I've been in it for just over 30 years now in the industry. Makes you sound really old, doesn't it?
You look great.
No, I don't feel that old, to be fair. I look old, but I don't feel that old. But I was a lift engineer for a very long time. Loved every minute of it. And then I had the opportunity to come on the supplier side, which is something that I didn't really think about. It was always, how do I progress within from an engineering point of view. And I sort of continued that when I become a technical support guy for Safeline back in 2012.
Right.
So I've been with Safeline now for quite a few years. It's changed quite a bit. I was working for a distributor previously, and then I left for a short period, and then I came back to take on the role of CEO for Safeline Group in the UK, Ireland and Australia. I mean, the manufacturing industry was not something that I set out to do, but nor was lift engineering, to be fair. At 16, it wasn't the role that I thought I'm going to end up in. It's something that started to be an apprentice electrician, and then after a couple of months I kind of was at college, and the lift company used to go into the colleges and ask for people to be recommended for apprenticeships into their company. Fortunate that I happened to work for a very, very good company for a very long time, and I loved every minute of it. But this opportunity came up, was slightly different, took the jump, and never looked back, to be fair. I've really enjoyed it.
What did you want to be? What did you want to do when you left school?
I mean, the dream was a footballer, obviously. I
Yeah.
mean, as it is with quite a lot of boys and girls now, actually. But at 16, unfortunately, I was released from a professional club. Like a lot of people, I wasn't good enough. I had a half-decent career playing non-league football and coaching. But yeah, football was always the dream, but it wasn't good enough. It was never going to happen. There was a lot of people much better than I was. But you find a role, you stick to it, you keep going with it, and you give everything for it. And it's a great career. I've had a brilliant career. And we were saying this to Tony from Target yesterday, that I don't think if you're going to pick a trade, I don't think there is a better trade.
Yep.
I think it's an absolutely outstanding career that you can have. You can really push in different directions. And look, you're probably, even as a lift engineer, you're not going to be a millionaire, but you're never going to be short of a few quid. You're going to have a nice house, nice car, a couple of holidays a year. And that's more than 95% of the world get.
Yeah.
And and the enjoyment you get. I mean, you've met so many great people in the industry.
I come from the manufacturing world. I have been working in many various industries, and I didn't really look for a job in the lift industry. The lift industry found me. But I can say that I've been working in the industry now for more than 4 years, and in a way it's a very niched industry. But it's not that different from other industries as well. It's the same components that you need to solve a customer problem, and you need to have good technology that is reliable, high quality, and safety is always an issue, an important aspect. And also it's very important then to find and solve the customer problems in a way that is a long-term relationship, and that you're able to deliver on long term. And that means that it's important to have the whole chain in control, and you're able to develop and build and manufacture high quality products, sell it, of course, be able to sell it in a good way. And then also you need to be able to maintain that over the life cycle of the product or the customer's product in that sense. And that's the important thing. You're in it for the long run and long-term relationships and high quality. And it's the same elements for everyone. You have a foremarket and you have an aftermarket, and then you have to develop yourself and be relevant throughout the life cycle period of the product.
Target Lifts are proud to sponsor the Stuck in a Lift podcast in partnership with Blacks Productions, offering fantastic job opportunities with full training and support to build a career in the lift industry. Target Lifts are always aiming higher. What do you love most about your job and your role?
Do you know, my role's changed quite a bit. So since I started the role in late 2018-19, when I started the role in the UK, I was very much packing the boxes myself. I was answering the phones myself. I was doing everything. And then gradually we've grown and grown and grown, and now we've got over 23 or 24 employees now. So my role in the UK has changed quite a bit. I've taken not a back step from the day-to-day. I still get involved a hell of a lot, and I still have technicians that were ringing me 5-6 years ago for support. They still ring me directly. Yeah, the thing I enjoy most is working with people, different people. Everyone's got differences of opinions, and they don't all match. And I love that. I love the fact that we've all got different ideas, but we've all got the same end goal. And for me, is with the team, what we've got right now is excellent. Along with the guys in Sweden and the rest of my colleagues in Europe, I think the culmination of all of our ideas and efforts put together, just working with people, I think that's probably the best thing. And I know a lot of people say that, it's a bit cliche, but it is. You wouldn't come to work, would you, if you didn't do it with nice people every day? Why would you bother coming to work?
Loving people and working with people, that's great. But is there any challenges within that? Because that can't be all smooth sailing.
Huge.
Can you share some?
Yeah, one person once said to me, an owner of quite a large lift company, he said, the best thing about your company will be the people. Yeah. He said, the worst thing about your company will be the people. And I never forgot that. And that's because there's challenges every day with different people have different needs. You have to treat people slightly differently in the way you talk to them. Some people you can be a little bit more blunt with, and you know they're fine with that and they get the job done. And other people you have to sort of put your arm around a little bit and crack on that way. But there's challenges all day long, but it's just, I mean, in a company like this, it's about good people doing a good job for our end customer, and that's what we're about, really.
As the group managing director of the company, I would say that there is a lot of challenges. I don't think I have the toughest challenges. Others that are exposed to those day to day are bigger. But I would say the challenge that we are at Safeline is that we are in the middle of a technology shift. We are best in class in what we do, and we need to maintain that position. And that means that we really need to accelerate the development of new products, but we also need to find the right development, find the right solution on new problems and existing problems. And very much it's pretty much the same problems that rise over and over again, but we solve it with new technology. So I think that this, with that said, very much is like it always has been. But the problem always the main challenge I would say is that my job is to create a focus, the right focus, that we focus on the right thing. We do have the talent, we have the knowledge, we have the market, and we have the reputation in the market. So keep on working hard and set targets and keep focus. That is the most challenging thing because so much is happening in the industry today.
Yeah. And every day, I'm assuming there's a new challenge, something new every day.
Exactly.
So you've got to keep on top of the ball.
Exactly, yeah. But also be persistent and consistent in what you do. Believe in something, a long-term goal. Believe in what will be the future and guide the industry into the future. I think to be bold and really stand up for something. This is our way. We believe in this.
Yep.
But then, of course, you need to listen to the industry, of course. But be in the forefront. That's a big challenge, and it's not easy.
Expensive parts on the shelf right now. Is there any that you can share with us?
No parts are really expensive. They're value for money, as always.
Okay.
Yeah. So we don't do expensive parts. You get what you pay for.
Yep.
And as you can see here, I mean, you can see the amount of effort that goes into making one small product. And then people might go, oh, that's a bit expensive. But if they was to see what you've seen here today, you'd realise that, you know what, for £110, wow, like the amount of effort that's gone into that. But the most expensive part we've got is quite a new part, actually.
Right.
I say it's quite a new part. It's one that probably the people in the UK probably don't know as much about. So we're just about to release the Safeline cabinet. So as everyone knows, we make electronics for the whole lift. And most people know we make a processor. This is the Safeline Nova. People have seen this on different bits and different shows, but now we make the full cabinet. Right. So we're now able to supply not only the control system, the lift telephone, the displays, the halfway box, literally everything for the lift to make it work apart from the mechanical package. So the most expensive part now is our cabinet. Yeah, so I'm really pleased that we'll be delivering our first one within the next 6 weeks, I think. So really interesting.
I love that name, by the way.
What's that?
The cabinet.
Oh, the cabinet. It
sums it up.
Well, we call it controllers.
Right.
But in Europe, they call them a cabinet.
Right,
so
okay.
I've sort of taken on that really. New controller, new cabinet, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that'll be coming out. We'll be launching that shortly with a proper launch. We're doing a little bit of a soft one at the moment, but we're all in place. We're all ready to go, and so that will be our most expensive product. But it won't be that expensive. So
right,
this is like the brains, if you like. It's a can open lift product, which means you can use other manufacturers' equipment to plug into it as well. It doesn't have to be Safeline, although we prefer Safeline, obviously. But yeah, you can. This is the brains. This is where everything happens, and it tells the rest of the components on the lift what to do.
And how long roughly would it take to put all of that together?
I mean...
Because I'm guessing it's every individual part, right?
Yeah, I mean, what's there on there? There's 4 boards on here. I mean, the design and the development of this probably took a few years. Yeah. To actually make this will take less than half a day. But actually, if you look at for the full development of this, you're talking probably 3 to 5 years.
Wow.
So, I mean, that's a lot of time. A lot of time for a lot of people as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So that's exciting. Yeah. So you're expecting high demands on this?
Yeah, I've been having lots of discussions over the last few years about lift controllers, lift cabinets. Lots of people have been inquiring, do we do them? Why don't we do them? When are we producing them? And it's something that, because we only set the business up in the UK directly from the office, I wanted to make sure that we do things properly with the telephones. We're offering that customer service. We've got the infrastructure to be able to do something so big. Now we've got that. We're in place. We've got the numbers. We've got the support staff. Everything we supported directly in the UK. So yeah, we're really ready to go on it now.
Busy year ahead then.
Exceptionally busy year.
Target Lift's project and construction team pride themselves on offering a detailed design solution to find the best long-term modernisation package for your lift. Communication and full collaboration with their customers is pivotal to ensure all requirements are delivered. They know budget and time restraints can often be key factors on any investment. Rest assured, they can provide complete satisfaction and meet all agreed specifications due to the experience of their passionate project team. Visit targetliftlimited.co.uk to view the project page to see some recent case studies. So you've been in the industry a very long time, so I can imagine, sorry, I didn't mean to age you there.
Do you know what, when I used to speak, like the engineers I used to work with, I've been working here 30 years, I just go, Jesus Christ, you're so old. Now I'm at that point. Anyway. Yeah.
So I'm assuming that you've seen quite a lot of things that are unexpected
Yeah, I mean,
throughout your years?
I mean, mainly on the tools, because you're going to different places all the time. And I've seen some funny things. I've seen some bad things, but I've seen some funny things.
Any that you can share?
A horse stuck in a lift. I was an apprentice, and the engineer said, there's a noise in that lift in there. It was in a tower block in Hounslow. And he said, look, I'm going to stay out here, just run in there, see what the noise is, and just come out and tell me if it's anything that you need help with. So I was like, okay, I was 17, 18. So I'll run in there, and okay, it's bang, bang, bang. Jesus Christ, what's that? And then calling the lift down, bang, bang. Can't open the doors, they're stuck. But then the lift goes up again, comes back down again. So I run out to the engineer. I said, look, you're going to have to come in, and I can't get the doors open. They're not opening. Don't know what the banging is. And he went, what do you mean, don't know what the banging is? So we're standing there, and we managed to, I've run up on top, jumped on top, hit the stop switch, and rolled the doors open. And as I rolled the doors over, I heard some senators down below going, what's going on? You're all standing here. So I run down the stairs and I see this big horse, back end of an horse. So
wow.
You go, no wonder it was banging. So apparently some young kid, a bit of a scallywag, sort of pulled a horse in the lift and sent it packing. So we got it out safely. We tied it to the tree where it has been for the last 2 months apparently. So and sort of we reported it to, my engineer reported it to the RSPCA.
God, it's not something you see every day.
It's not something you see every day. No, not something I want to see again either, to be fair.
No, I can imagine.
That's probably the funniest thing I've seen. There's been a few instances with engineers and some of the funny things they've done, but we won't go into that. We've all got stories about it.
So let's talk successful projects. Have you got any that you can share with us that have really stood out along your journey?
I mean, recently, we've had quite a few over the years, and they've gradually got bigger and bigger and bigger. But in December last year, we're now supplying over 1,200 auto dialers to the largest supermarket in the UK. I think they've got over 600 or 700 stores, and we're supplying all of the communications for them and lift monitoring as well shortly. So that's the biggest project to date. We have got a very, very tight deadline by, I think it's the 28th of February.
We should hit stop now. We should
I know,
get back to the UK.
That's it. Well, the guys are working really hard on it right now, to be fair. And we put a lot of pressure on the factory. Yep. We're here now. We got the order at the end of November, beginning of December.
Yep. And
to get that large order in that time frame, one of the biggest reasons we won the job was because we could supply the goods. And that's testament to what the factory have done. You've had a walk around today and you've seen how incredible some of the facilities are here and how they're able to adapt to produce more goods when needed. And because we do everything completely in-house, that allows us to be able to do that. If we made our products elsewhere or we sent them over to different parts of the world, we would never be able to produce that amount of products in that short time frame. But because we design, produce and manufacture and everything else in-house, we was able to control that.
Does that mean more hours, longer days for the guys here in the factory, or do you think that deadline can be completed within a normal working day?
Probably. We tend to give our predictions of what we're going to sell per year. So the productions already got their parts in place. They know what to produce each month from all of our offices around Europe. So it's for me to throw in a large order like that, they probably would have had to do a few extra hours, and we can do some night shifts rather than just a day shift as well. So
it seems like everyone chips in, and it's a great team it's a great company to be a part of.
It is. You've seen around, everyone's pretty chilled out, pretty relaxed.
Really chilled.
But they are really chilled. But I think everyone knows there's an end goal to it, and everyone takes a lot of time and effort in doing that. I've just watched the guy over there putting stickers on the box, and the care he took to put a sticker on the box just makes me think, well, if he's doing that, how well is this product being made all the way through? Yeah. And that was really impressive. And look, I've been here probably over 40 times now, and every time I come here, I still see something impressive that I'm really, really happy that we do and how we're producing our products.
We are sure you enjoyed this episode of Stuck in a Lift. Did you know that 3 Target Lifts employees have already taken part in this amazing podcast? Listen back to Season 1 to hear Georgia Shepherd, and Season 2 has both Danny Keefe and the finger pointer himself, the director, Danny Garraway. Be sure to give them a listen. Target Lifts are always aiming higher. So we love to end each podcast in tradition, and we would love to know who you'd want to be stuck in a lift with.
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about that, and I don't know if I want to, but then I say the old version of Mike Tyson would be nice. Maybe not the young version to be stuck with him.
Couldn't take him on?
No, not really. No, but he's so fascinating. He's a really interesting guy. His story is so extraordinary, and his upbringing and what he achieved in the ring, and everything from tigers as a pet and big mansions and to be poor and be rich again. And it seems like the Mike Tyson story never ends. And I've always been fascinated by boxing, but especially by him.
Yeah.
So that would be really interesting to have a talk with him.
What would you ask him? One question.
How do you survive?
Yeah, good
How
one.
do you do it? Because he's got so many hits and still he's going.
Gets back up and goes.
Yeah, gets back and he's rolling, yeah.
Okay. We'll push that stop button on that lift for quite a while. So ask him all the questions.
Yes. And he seems to be quite verbal as well.
Yeah.
He seems to be able to articulate himself, and he's very articulate, and that is also a surprise when I got to know him more and see more footage of him and films. Yeah.
Let's get you stuck.
Yeah.
Safely, obviously.
Safely, yeah.
I suppose David Attenborough. Now, a lot of people,
interesting.
Yeah, a lot of people wouldn't say that when looking at me. I wouldn't
have said that. I was waiting for a footballer.
Yeah, that's still coming. I love nature programs, just his calmness in his voice, and just the way he presents things, and how clear he is in the way he talks, and I try and put that into when I'm trying to discuss things, and say I'm not very good at it, but I love listening to him, and I could listen to all day. The other one would be Pep Guardiola, the Manchester City manager. Obviously from a footballing background and a coach for many years. Fascinates me, absolutely fascinates me. His energy and his enthusiasm, even after being so successful, how he just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. Wins the Premier League 6-7 times, that doesn't matter. I want to win it again. I want to do it again. And I love that passion, and I try and be a bit like that. The more success we get, the more successful we want to be. And then my last one is Mickey Flanagan, obviously from London, similar sort of background as he did. Just funny, isn't he?
That's a big range of people.
It is, but it probably sets me up, really. I can be serious sometimes. I can be very driven. I think I have a laugh as well at points, do you know what I mean? So I try and put them three people at the same table. I think it'd be an interesting night.
Very interesting.
Not sure it'd really flow, but it'd be good, yeah. So them three, I think, yeah.
Brilliant.
Good.
Well, thank you for joining me today and bringing me to the factory. It's been great, and walking around and stuff. So, thank you.
Good, I hope you enjoy your day.
Thank you.
Thank
Alice.
you.
Doors closing.
What do you love most about your job?
Giving people an enjoyable place of work. I didn't really do enough initial prep to foresee the growth, and we're making the drapes out of our single car garage.